Hi. Oh, the chat's not here. Why is it some days it's there and some days it's not? Oh, sorry, I was fiddling about with all this hair stuff. I really want this to suit me, and every time I try it on, I just don't like it. It's really nice, I like it, but it's like I put it on and I'm like, it's not really me. I visualize it would be nice with a high pony. Gosh, it's really sore as well. But anyway, I was flicking my hair about too much the other day that it's like, yeah, I need to put the dry shampoo. I'm trying to see girls would understand this, right? And sorry if I'm being generalising and men do this too with dry shampoo. How do I know? But it's like I either wash the hair again before I need to curl it or I power through. Do you know what I'm saying? And I mean, this is the last day of doing this now. And so I would have put dry shampoo on because like but it's like, I'm like, I think I'm better just leaving it and just because it'll curl better. So anyway, that's my big dilemma today. So, but look, do you want to see it? Right, I'll let you put it back in. But like I said, my hair's going a bit greasy. I've got this ginormous clip. Like I've got wee ones like that, but I saw this one. I didn't realize it was quite that big, mind you. But that's if I start panicking and my hair's doing my tits in, or if it's like the curls aren't going right, and I've just chucked that in somehow creatively. See what I mean? My hair looks greasy as fuck when I just took that out. But it's because of how much I was flicking it about. I only washed it like recently. God, anyway. But anyway, fine. Let's see what it looks like when I put that back in there. So, and I put the new earrings on just to see how I like them. I do like them. I think these are probably the ones I'll go with. But like I said, they're good for wearing every day. Right. So you'd only get that banner if you were on the other day. Let's put the stuff in the. Is anyone here? Nobody's here that's talking if you're here. Right. So like I said, I keep putting that link in just to remind people. If you want a 30-minute, hello Nick, how are you doing? If you want a 30-minute session, Zoom session, you can book that link at the top there. And if anyone wants a personal message today, you can use the donation link below that. And I can do personal messages, or I'm just going to do collective. And if you're new, if you need a free or you want neither one or both a free message, you can come along on a Tuesday night at 6:30 UK time, and I do people free messages, or people can just a lot of the time, well, most of the time resonate with the messages that I just do for everyone. So listen up, even when I'm doing people's personal messages as well. Right, so I do need to go sharp today, and that's not just me saying it, like I do really need to go. So if people actually happen to still be here, don't let me ignore the alarm. Like I really don't. I don't think I will anyway, though. But I need to go and get my nieces, so it's like I can't even like, oh, I'll just ignore that. Oh shit, there was something I was meant to do. No, I can't even do that today, and I won't, because that's what's good about this phone. You can write what the alarm's for, but that still doesn't help me much. I still ignore it, but I'm not going to do that today. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I'm not liking my hair. See, I shouldn't have taken that out to show you. I shouldn't have done that. That's annoying me. I really actually do. Do you know what? I'm going to have to put the dry shampoo in. It's because I was flicking it about far too much, and it's just, oh God, this clip's a bit better. Look, see, actually, do you know what? I'll just show you what I mean. See this? I want to suit this. I think if I was going to wear this, I think I'd have to wear no earrings or like studs. Maybe that's what it is. But because I was just thinking, if you had an updo, that in your hair would be really pretty. Or even like down. But I was even just thinking today, do you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to find stuff to do with my hair. Because if I wasn't needing to curl my hair in a couple of days, I would put in a high pony. But I don't want it. I could do that actually. Actually, it's a bit 60s, isn't it? It's actually really sore as well. What do you think next? Actually, it's quite a Egyptian, isn't it? It's quite high priestess. Do you know, that's quite funny because that is what somebody, I've said this before, but somebody said that to me when I wear this colour. And it is kind of funny that it's like I wore it that colour the other day, I'm wearing it today, and then I'm wearing it at the weekend. This is the colour that apparently brings out my high priestess. And that's what I'm seeing when I'm wearing this. Maybe that's why I want to wear it. What's the verdict? You can pull it off. Wait a minute. Love that we're rolling with the yeah. Well, it's to go with the nail varnish, but also I hadn't worn this top for a while, so and I like it. Because this is green too. I know it looks black. This colour just always shows up as kind of black looking. Today I was in flight this morning, and I've done some work on my rejection. Well done, because it's not easy to do these things. And yeah, we do go into Cancer Moon. # all the feels. You'll see me say that about 100 times in the shorts. It'll be about 20 minutes or something. It's just before I come off of here. Have you had a haircut? What, since the other day? No. I think it's actually hurting already. What is that all about? I might just leave this in because I'll have my coat on. It's actually all right, eh? I think I like it. It's a bit 60s. There's something about it. I can't decide whether it's like Egyptian high priestess or like I'll leave it in just now and I'll work out after. That's what I'll do. I'll leave it in just now and I'll work out after, because that just wasn't, the giant clip, I wasn't digging it. I think I'll just be using that and put my hair up and shit like that. Right, okay, so let's do what I've done, but I'll do this because that's why it got so greasy, because I kept flicking it about. Let's do what I've done yesterday, because I like that. I watched that back and I liked it, so hopefully you liked it too, but I didn't get around to putting it on the shorts, so people that only like the short form content will be like, where is it? They won't be, but some might be, you know what I mean? You know, when you like something, it's like, where's that? So I might get around to doing that, but right, so what do we need to know for, so right, before I do any of the cards, the feeling that I'm getting is this kind of, I just feel this really strong feeling of divine masculine collectives, like being in this place of just being ready to jump in. Like that is what I'm getting, like just ready to take action now. And that's not Cancer Moon in the slightest, but the Cancer Moon is feelings. So it is, if we're looking at it in terms of ready to jump in and share your feelings. And right now is the last degree of Gemini Moon, and that's like express yourself, talking, listening. It's a bit chaotic as well because we're in the anaretic degree, the last degree before it changes signs. Which actually, this means it's conjunct one of my, that's quite funny. It is kind of conjunct one of my like goddessy placements in my chart, so that's probably quite significant. But yeah, I just feel there is this, like, there's an encouragement coming from the divine, because I mean, obviously there's encouraging coming. There's I can't speak. I'm just going. I can't speak. Always means something. There's encouragement coming from me pretty much every day, wherever people are at. For, you know what I mean, that if you're ready to make moves in your life, fucking brilliant, do it, keep going, keep the momentum up. That was what both messages were about the other day and yesterday. But equally, those of you that are healing and recovering and resting and needing, and that's actually, that sounds like where you are today, you know what I mean, like working on stuff, which actually is, if anybody watched that wee Matthew Hussey, sounds funny that's his surname, but if anyone watched that wee video that I shared, it was just because he'd reshared it and it was so in line with everything that I channeled like that day or the day before. about, you know, when you're feeling like you're not good enough for something, or someone, or a relationship, or, you know, and it's just, I can't remember everything he says now, to be honest, but it was totally in line with everything I'd said. And I laughed though, right? Because there's a bit when he's like, he flashes up Mr. Rogers, and what he says is in line with Carl Rogers, who's like a pioneer of the type of counselling that I'm trained in. But that wasn't the same guy, so I found that pretty funny. There's a chance it might be, because I only have ever seen pictures of him when he was older and he was bald. But so maybe, but nah, I'm pretty sure that isn't him. So, and maybe there's another Rogers guy that he meant, but I mean, you know, it wasn't that deep that I was going to go and check, but I was like, that isn't him. But anyway, the point was, it's about acceptance, you know, like, and that is the premise behind the type of therapy that I do, and with my own spin on it now, obviously, because I weave the astrology and the shamanic healing and everything that I do in with it, is that the more the counsellor accepts themselves and has that unconditional love for yourself, and really, the way I'm going to put in my own language, the more chill and confident and comfortable someone is with themselves, i.e. the therapist, the counsellor, the better results you get with the client. It is just a fact. Like, that guy is super. Whenever I've watched him in my training, counselling people and that, he's just super chill, and he gets results with people. He gets people open up and everything because he's comfortable with himself. And yeah, and that's what I'm confident about in my state. Do you know what I mean? I'm comfortable with my own skin, however I'm feeling that day, and, you know, and like I said, and so therefore I get the results with the people I work with. But yeah, there's just something here about, I just feel a collective feeling of, like, I suppose it's like a mixture of excitement and nerves. I feel like I want to pull a card. I don't think it's going to come out of this deck. There is actually a card in this. I think that's, you know, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is there's a card in this that's like, jump in. So, or variations of that. Give us some, what? I've been drawn the word playful down here on the romance, like playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's kind of in line with it. What do you want to say along with that? Because, like I said, that's not where everyone's at, but it just feels like some people are. Maybe it's coming out of all the Mercury retrograde and the retrograde other things and forward momentum. Oh, here she is though. Look, she came out the other day and she's here now. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. It's like, yeah, it's like that's the next part of the divine plan for someone that I'm tuning into. And remember, when I'm always saying someone, it's not just one person, it's all the people that resonate with the words. Play. Oh my God. Isn't that great? I love it when that happens. This is the card that stalks me. Play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And that's crazy. Look, she's sitting in I mean, that resonates with me. Although I'm saying the divine, see, this is how it works. I'm saying this is the divine masculine collective, but divine feminines, you've got an inner divine masculine too. And I feel this is what they're saying. It's like, maybe some of your divine masculines, I feel, because I now can't stand Bruce Springsteen, because it's happened again 3 times today, where that songs went off with the alarm, and I'm like, why the fuck is it doing that, man? But that just has happened for a reason. It's like somebody's higher self is saying to me, I'm fucking bored. So it's like, I think it's like when you have fun and you play and you don't be so serious and you live in the moment and the here and now, you help give that energy to, there she is, yeah. You help give that energy to your divine masculine, you know what I mean? So embrace your inner divine masculine, divine feminines, and you help your actual divine masculine, or divine masculines embrace taking some action as well, because you've got an inner divine feminine and divine masculine. But that's not a coincidence that I'm drawing the word playfulness on the romance card, and now I've just pulled play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And she's sitting in a wee she's sitting in a wee alcoholic drink. And like I said, usually, I mean, even if you'd fast forward like what, definitely 6 months ago, a year ago or something, you wouldn't be hearing me saying, oh, I'm going for a drink or I've had a drink or whatever. But it's about, I think that's why it's really important we tune into our own personal journeys. And it's like, I can think of some people that I've helped, or that I've been connected with or that I've seen online that, if you've had an actual drink problem or something, or drinking drugs or something, and you come off drink, that's a bit of a different thing if you start going back to it again, and that probably wouldn't be wise to do that. But if you're somebody like myself that you stopped it and you've not drank for years, and then you're actually in a better balanced place and it helps you loosen up, and not, I don't mean like you rely on it to be confident, because I don't. Like when I stopped drinking, like I went on loads of nights out dancing till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning sometimes, and maybe not the 5 in the morning ones. I wouldn't need to drink then. That would be the festival. But do you mean I've stayed out till 3 in the morning before, and that would have been when I wasn't drinking, like in my dark night. So I only done it a couple of times, because in your dark night, so you've not got an interest in all that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah. So there's something about that. That's not a coincidence. It's about, if you are somebody that actually you need to have fun and let your hair down a little bit, and it doesn't even need to be going really wild or anything, then play. And it also doesn't need to involve alcohol in the slightest. You know what I mean? I'm just noticing that synchronicity for myself. Playfulness and play. You know what I mean? Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Because the twin flame journey can get really fucking draining. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, it's true. It's true, isn't it? Right. Okay. So I like that though, because it's kind of in line with what I was saying, jump in. It's like that card actually, in that it's like, say yes to change, jump in. But it was more like I'm saying, it's like someone's on the edge of doing something that's scary, but they're excited about it. That's more like, so let's see if these tarot cards back it up. Or it's just if I'm tuning in the same collective. So like basically outgrowing friendships and outgrowing romantic relationships where that applies. And well, actually, it feels like that. That's funny that it feels like that growing up thing again, but then we've got play. And so it kind of feels like, I don't think growing up's the right term. Maturing. It feels like a soul maturing, but also recapturing the inner child. It's a bit of both. It is a bit of both. It's hard to describe. I'm not all about rainbows and unicorns. What do you mean? Oh, it's not all about it. Oh, right. Yeah. I thought you said I'm not. Yeah, it's not all about rainbows and unicorns. Yeah, something I say often, or variations of that. It isn't. It isn't all about rainbows and unicorns. It's about purging and mirroring each other's traumas and not seeing eye to eye, and triggered to fuck. But then you come full circle again and you're like, oh my God, I fucking love them. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and I forgive them, and it's all going to work out. And some of you are just doing all of that, and it's all energetically in the astral. That's what's even weirder, isn't it? But some of you, that is, actual real time physical person. Are you real? I think I'm doing that for a reason, because I say that with it, like, that's what you can feel like. You feel like this person isn't real. Right, okay, so Divine Feminine Collective. What will I ask? Oh, by the way, the shoes are gonna, well, they fucking better. The shoes are meant to arrive at some point. My shoes are called Lindsay. Linzi. So they've got a name. They named them. So they're meant to arrive before 2:00, and that's the absolute latest. That's when I need to leave. So yeah, let's hope Lindsay does arrive before 2. The Lindsays, the gold Lindsays. And let's hope I like them. I'm fucked if I don't like. I really don't know what the hell I'm going to wear on my feet if. work out. I'll have to go with the black shoes if not, but that's, you know what it's like, oh man. Anyway, it'll all be fine. Right, so that'll go, and it'll probably go at it might go any minute now. And also I'm going to need to be careful and pull the trousers up and just navigate, because these are the ones that fall down. Right, so what have we got for the Divine Feminine? Where are the Divine Feminine Collective at today? The ones that are going to resonate with this. Where are they today? You're coming out of secretive mode. The moon in reverse. The secrets are coming out. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. But I also feel it's kind of like, yeah, I feel it's in line kind of like with what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I've said, like, you know, whether it's a divine masculine that resonates with what I've said, or flower crown and bare feet, whether it's a divine masculine that resonates with what I've said, or divine feminine, regardless of your gender, it doesn't matter, because it's like you're coming out of hiding. That's really what I'm getting. Like, it's almost kind of like the hermit in reverse. I'm feeling really, it's like, oh, there's two spiders climbing on the window now. It's oh, actually, that could be two people talking to each other, sending messages back and forwards, because there's a wee spider down there that just fucked off. That's obviously divine masculine. And there's come on, it's funny. And then there's another one that's just, you know, minding her own business on the web up there. So yeah, I think that's like messages going back and forwards. And like I said, it might be messages going back and forwards of the telepathic kind, or hearing songs and however else you get messages and stuff. But it could be literal for some. Oh, he's back. He's back. That'll be funny if they go towards each other, because one's on the top window and one's on the bottom. I'm intrigued. Oh, the divine feminine one is she's coming right down the window. Maybe they're going to argue, because it's like, hey, this is my turf. Maybe that's not like, are they friends or enemies? See, I'm channeling something right now. I'm just going with it. That'll be quite funny when I watch this back. Oh, they're staying in their own corners, right? Oh my God, there's a third party. I'm not kidding. There's a third spider. What in the fuck, by the way? And can I just say, the third spider's actually quite close to the divine feminine. Is this a third party for a divine feminine for a change, rather than the divine masculine? I'll update you on Spidergate as it happens live. Right, okay, so what have we got? The moon inverse. Yeah, I feel it's like, oh my God, that actually kind of fits with what I was saying. I've just realised, see, this is what I mean. I go off into a zone and I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I just said coming out of hiding, and okay, right, let's give us another one. The plot thickens. It's quite funny, isn't it? I'll laugh when I watch this back. I'm just going with it, but I'm also not kidding. This will make sense to someone. I wonder if that, like, I keep catching general ones like that. I wonder, right, if there is like, there's other, I think, because divine feminines are really in your power, you're stepping into your power, and I think you're attracting more than your divine masculine, because that's what I'm getting from that. And can I just say, now I actually can't see those two. I can only see the divine. Oh no, now I can't see any of them. Maybe they've went away again. I'm not channeling that kind of spider action. Come on, just it's over. Whatever was going on there, but that was interesting, the way that all came through. Right. Oh, fucking hell. Of course. I was like, don't tell me that's to say. We've got the board card again. So that does make, oh my God, that does make sense to me with what I've said about jumping and play and don't be so serious and playful energy and all that kind of stuff. Because Divine Feminine's coming out of hiding, and because she's fucking bored, or he's fucking bored, or you're fucking bored, or whatever you are, you want to call yourself, you're fucking bored. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. And I'm going to have to work out myself whether that, again, it's like it doesn't need to make sense to me, but that is going to make sense to someone. Right. Let's now see what how crazy is it that and the fact that I just mentioned that Dance in the Dark song again, and that's what it will now mean to me forevermore, is it just, that's what I hear when it keeps going off. It's like someone saying, I'm just doing the same thing every day and I'm fucking bored and I need a little action. It's back. I don't know. every time I say it's back, it runs away. And that I think that is the one that I was calling the Divine Feminine. So it's like the Divine Feminine's coming out of hiding. Right, I get it. Divine Feminine's coming out of hiding for like one night only, and then she's going back in again. And it's just because she needs to play a little bit because she's bored. I guess this is my wee thing. It's not. I don't know what the other shit's about if it's fine. Right, okay. So where's the Divine Masculine at? I think it's kind of in line with what I said yesterday, that it's like, it can feel like Groundhog Day. It's just boring. It's even boring for me, like giving the same message over and over and over again. Although, like I said, I do it because I know they help people. And it has brought others together, ironically. It seems like it's never happening, doesn't it? But it does bring twins together. So we keep doing it. Where's the Divine Masculine at to go with this Divine Feminine with the Moon in reverse? And the Four of Cups, missed opportunities, boredom. I kind of pulled it reverse, but I feel it's upright. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. I'm laughing because that is what I channeled at the start. Somebody's like, I'm feeling somebody's on the edge of, and it's so funny because it's like now I'm about to start singing, I'm on the edge of glory and I'm hanging on a moment with you, hanging on a moment of truth as a spider is hanging on the web. I'm not being funny, but I deserve a couple of extra subscribers for this weird shit. There's the Divine Masculine's back again. These spiders are like, it's like these spiders are trying to talk to us right now. The Divine Feminine's coming in from the left and then she's going back in again. She's coming out, she's going in. The Divine Masculine just made an appearance and now it's hidden again. Oh Christ, there's another spider way up in that corner. I don't know where the third parties went, but that's over. They do. They both keep coming out. They like, and that's how they're telling me. It's like somebody keeps going to do something and they're not. And they're going to do something they're not. But whoever I'm tuning in today, somebody's going to jump in the positive way. They're going to take action. They're excited to do something because they're in love. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet. They need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So it's not everyone, but it's coming out for someone. And then that makes sense to what I said. When Divine Feminines, when you come out of hermiting and you live your life and you live in the moment, you help your masculine find a bit of passion, zest for life. And even if it just, you're waking something up in them is what I'm getting. Well, you're always waking something up in them, but it's not always of the fun kind. It's because it's triggering kind, like we spoke about. Now, who's this one? I've lost count with who they all are now. There's another one coming down from the top. That might be the third party. Do you know what? I'll know when I watch back, but this is how it works with the way that they talk to me. It's like This will all mean something. What's this? Oh. Fucking moving on in Judgment Day, second chances in the sun. And the fucking lovers. And the fucking Six of Cups. Fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, and then and someone's at the door. Wait a minute, I need to back out because Lindsay's here. The shoes. Well, that's cool. I'm waiting on my shoes. Somebody's fucking playing with me. Guess what he just said? Sorry, wrong door. You fucking kidding me, mate? I'm waiting on my shoes. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get back to that excitement. So what I was about to say was, oh look, and someone's, where did this come from? We've got the regrets and sadness card and depression. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. That wanted to be recognised. I was going to say someone's confused over a high priestess and a third party has caused confusion. I'm not kidding, these are here. And it's caused someone to go into hermit mode, whether that be the high priestess themselves, whether that be you or your twin, or it's caused the divine masculine to go into hermit mode. Right. I like this wee card though, because it always feels very divine masculine, right? Because it's got a wee boy on it. So it's like inner child. But again, you could be a feminine. So you could be a female divine masculine is what I mean. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. And that is what divine masculines get caught in, regardless of your gender. Do I follow my head and what everybody else is telling me is the right thing and the sensible thing, or do I follow my heart? Surely you don't need me to tell you what I believe the answer to be. It's completely, that's your call. But I can't believe the fucking postman just knocked my door and it was the wrong door. What is that all about? See, that feels like interference. When I'm actually waiting on the shoes, you know what I mean? That's weird. Oh, and actually we've timeline jumped from the last of Gemini moon into Cancer moon now. So this is hashtag all the feels. So that card that said needing to ground yourself in emotional experience, there it is. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Oh, that's in line with the playful card too. Right, okay, but anyway, so the cards all came out already. Obviously, this was quite a lot, so I doubt there will be a shorts that I'm going to be if I find the time, I will. But we've got I'm totally confused. Wait a minute, that's them. Oh yeah, right, okay. So wait a minute, I'm just going to put these over here so that if I do decide to do something later. Really fucked off that I thought that was the shoes and it's not. I'm going to leave a note on the door to say, just leave my fucking shoes, right? Please. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. Traveling or relocating. That's the moving the fuck on card, right? So it's, moving on from troubled times. It's like I always say, for me, Six of Swords always feels like somebody moving from wherever they've been towards a twin. Most of the time, that is what I feel from it. So we've got falling in love. We've got moving towards a twin. We've got second chances. Review the past and the present so that you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. This is basically really powerful. And there's a butterfly on it, like change, transformation. There's birds, there's rabbits. So this could be like healing things like to do with sex and that as well, and what that means to you. And I just feel the rabbit obviously is like fertility. And so I just feel it's something like that. The fairies on it too. Fairies could be significant. What else can I see here? There's wee gnomes. I feel like the wee gnomes might have been causing trouble. Funny wee gnomes, actually. But anyway, there's something about it. There's a renewal. second chances, and the happiest card in the deck, but then the lovers, and then the past love card. So that is really powerful. Falling in love, moving on, second chances, ultimate happiness with your true love times 2. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. The lovers, true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. And that's one of my favourite lovers cards. She has flowers in her hair next. And the 6, oh my God, and she's got flowers in her hair. Is this a sign that I have to wear the flowers in my hair? I wasn't going to wear the flowers in my hair. Well, actually, I'm looking at the flowers up there. It would be a shame not to when they do match the dress. Just feels a bit bold, guys. When I'm going for a drink in a wee pub before I go, it's like, you know what I mean? If nobody else is wearing that, I'm going to feel a wee bit like, what the fuck's going on, guys? You've let me down. It's kind of like, you know, like in these films, like what that happens in the... If you've ever seen that awkward moment, and you should have by now, because I channel about it often enough. But like I said, because it is very, I feel it is very good for twin flames and all the things that I talk about. But the bit that's not kind of romancy or anything, it's just fucking hilarious, is that he thinks it's a fancy dress party, and he turns out like rock out your cock out, like that outfit, and it was a dress party, as in like dress fancy. It's funny. And that's what I'm saying, like that's what just flashed up in my mind. It's like, imagine that going with the fucking, you know, hey, and I'm like, right, what the hell, you said you were wearing the flower crowns, where are the fucking flower crowns, you know what I mean? Because one of them said to me, she was like, oh no, I'm not wearing it, I'll take it with me as an accessory, but I'm not wearing it, I'm wearing my fascinator. I'm like, do you know what I mean? I've not got a fascinator that I want to wear, do you know what I mean? It's a sign my psychic gifts are ramping up. Absolutely. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. What I feel is, again, it's like that. I just feel that's everything I channel. Somebody wants to jump in with all this excitement. They want to move forward. They want a second chance. They want to be the happiest they can be, as it's 144, because that's what I set the alarm for. Literally, it's 144. They want to be with the true love, their past love. They want to return to somebody from their past, whether it's past life or in the past or both. But then they're like, am I just making this up, that it was like that good? But it's like, it kind of feels like the only way you're going to know is if you jump in. Now I want to see if that card comes out, because it keeps saying jump in. What else do you need to know? And now I'll just... Don't worry, I can do a second alarm. That was just because I need a few. But I actually saw clairvoyantly before I set that was going to go off when I was saying something significant, and it just did. So that was pretty powerful. And also, I'm aware you don't actually hear the alarm. So, but you see my reaction being like, and that's when the alarm went off. Right. I'll set it for another 10 minutes and then... Oh, this hairband is too sore. I definitely couldn't wear this. Oh, it's really annoying. It looks pretty cold today anyway. I might put my hat on. What's the temperature? I'm like, is it no hat weather yet? For fuck's sake. I just like hiding under my hat. Yeah. 14. It's going to be it doesn't even look like it's raining. It says it's like 90% rain. But 15, I don't know, 15% isn't really hat weather, is it? Sometimes it is. 14's, I'll just put it in my pocket. Anyway, sorry. These are the things I go through. The dilemmas. That's where I'm the wee boy, like, I can't make this decision. Well, I don't know about wee boy, but I'm like, indecision is holding me back. Right. What else do you need to know? Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. I feel that's what someone's coming out of before they move into that. Because again, this energy that I'm channeling for what I'm feeling, you might not be, or your twin might not be in this yet, but that's what I'm feeling coming for somebody that resonates with this. But it's only when I'm looking at these cards, it's only when a divine feminine energy does something about coming out of hiding and you have fun with your own life. And because you're bored, if you're bored, you have to do something about it. You know what I mean? Or things will just come about in your life to, like, for instance, that's like me. Like, I'm not like, oh, bored, like I'm just gonna go randomly someone's wet. It just so happens like, oh, I've got events in my life that are there to for me to have fun. You know what I mean? But when I've not got things like that on, which is most of the time, I don't, like I said before, boredom's actually a good sign of like heading towards enlightenment. I mean, you can just be comfortable in the boredom. Like I can just be comfortable in that. It really just depends. But either way, I just seen the awakening card. Take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. That's kind of like that card that says play and don't be so serious. It's more like I'm kind of feeling as well, like it's people that work really hard, or you're always doing things for other people, which again, that's still me that I'm talking about there. But anyone who resonates with that, it's time to just, receive back for yourself, like have some fun and don't be so serious. Yeah, play. Right. I want to pull a Russian roulette card. Right. You can take rock bottom. Oh no, I don't like it when people can take rock bottom. Spring and autumn and the King of Keys. There's a castle in the back. This might be England or Scotland. It'll tell us in the card, but before I even read this, you know what I'm getting? It's like it's a king on a horse. It's like feels like a divine masculine. I'm telling you, that's the vibe that seems to be in the air. And it's not, that doesn't scream Cancer moon to me that we're in right now, but it does scream kind of Leo moon. Like it's like somebody is like following their passion in their heart. They're on the horse, the castles in the background. It kind of feels like there might be a rainbow. I don't know. There's something about that. It's like they've went through all the changes of the seasons. It's like when I channeled that before about the scene in do you know what? I'm just laughing. I'm just observing myself being like, I'm so fucking glad this is the last day I'm doing this week, because I am actually bored of these messages. Do you know? Like, although like this is quite an exciting one today, but they're always, not always, but sometimes they are like this. But it's kind of like I just observed myself being like, yeah, it would be too much to be like 5 days a week. I can handle 3 days, but I'm quite glad that it's like this is the last time I'm going to be, unless I actually get around to doing the Halloween card, which I forgot about. But I might do a Halloween card or a few of them so that I can release them. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. It matters though. Like I was just, that's going to have meaning to someone there. But it's kind of like, it reminds me when I've done when I said about Notting Hill, when, the seasons are changing, but his feelings aren't changing. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime, something. You know what I mean? And it's like what I said the other day too. It's like, that's what it's like with twin flames. It doesn't matter how much earthly time passes. When you know who your person is and they bring you the ultimate happiness, true love, which a lot of people don't find in a lifetime. Or some people do, and it's not a happy ending. Past love, true love, all these cards mean that. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many years pass by, seasons, months, whatever, and that's the message that I'm getting. Deep. Now we know we're in the Cancer moon fields. Right, okay, let's read these. So, Four of Forces. I just seen chess game too. And again, there's something in that, like, I think someone's tired of the games, whether that's a divine feminine or a divine masculine being tired of their own games. I'm just getting that. Someone's tired of the games. The karmic trench. I'm not kidding. The cards I've just fucking opened the book at the karmic trench. This pattern is not unknown to you. You recognize it in your relationships, in your job, certainly in your beliefs, behaviors, responses. It's time to take charge of your karma by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Well, I think I opened the book up at the right thing. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trends, you can change your mind and your actions. And that's why I've been saying this for like the past fucking forever, that you can wake up every day and change your mind if you want to. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to do different, be a different person, do better in your life, you can wake up and change your mind and be a different person. Like, it's you that's getting in your own way half the time. Talking to myself there too, because no, I didn't. I'm going to be honest, I didn't tidy the cards. I didn't. So that's, that is my guide's just, outing me, because it's like, let's face it, some people, and let's be honest, right? Like, some people would come on and lie. They'd be like, oh yeah, I could never do that. Like, what would be the fucking point? Do you know what I mean? Like, I am of integrity. I'm like, I thought about it. I went and I stood in the room and I was like, I've just not got any energy. And it's like what I sometimes say to people when they're overwhelmed with anything, but definitely when it's things like clutter and stuff. So even if you can just do that, if you can just go in the room, turn the light on, and think about doing it and stay in there for a few minutes, even depending how bad it is, or 5 minutes, and then that's enough, right? And then stay with me on this one. Then Mary Poppins will come in and tidy it up, Clary Poppins. But and then leave it, right? And then the next day, or go in and maybe just tidy up. Maybe actually do like put away something. Like in my case, maybe I do just find one deck of cards, where they're all scattered about, put it back. Maybe I do another one and I'm like, I need to get out here. Do you know what I'm saying? You build up, and that's like, I'm just using my analogy for whatever yours is. You can slowly build up to something, but the point is, do a little bit every day, and before you know it, it'll be done. Because that's how I tidy. Well, actually, that's a lie. I didn't tidy it that way before. I just tidied it all in a winter, because that's me. You see, I don't know if I'm a good example in that way, because I tend to just leave something for ages and then I'll just think, fuck it. And I'll spend like 24 hours and I'll fucking tidy the whole fucking lot. Do you know what I mean? A bit like when I've shared before about when I was at uni and I needed to do an essay, and I sat up for like 40 hours or something. I wrote an essay on climate change and I got an A. Like, it's like something out of one of these films. And that, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a genius. But if you ask me about climate change now, I don't have a fucking clue. I don't have a fucking clue about any of it. You know what I mean? I just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I was channeling a genius that night, but it was pretty good. It was all a bit hectic, and no need for all that. You could plan it better, is the point. You don't need to. That's not the way to do things. But anyway, some people will be like that. You know what I mean? But I will. I know that much. I will tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And because I'm saying this right now and I'm calling it out, I could see that I could make a start on that, because I did plan. Like, so I don't know what this is about for someone, but I'm going to say it like, I did plan to get up earlier today and tidy a wee bit of it so that I could be proud and come on here and be like, I've not tidied it all, but I've tidied a wee bit. But I can't say that to you because I didn't. Do you know what I mean? I had good intentions. So again, what I'm feeling is someone has had good intentions of moving forward towards a twin, but something always kept getting in the way, because that's what I'm getting with me saying it's like, I had good intentions to do this, and it's interesting. Right, and now I do need to go after I read these. So let's read this bit. Every time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trends, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. See how that fits with the weird example I just gave? It's like, you have to consciously be like, right, I keep fucking not doing that. Why am I not doing that? It's not that hard. Just set a timer, start somewhere. And if you've done that every day and moved forward a little bit, you would get somewhere. In my case, that would be tidy, because trust me, I'm kind of it's not even that bad. Like, it's been worse. Well, actually, shit, no, it is that bad now. It is. It's been worse though, but it's bad in the sense of that's a white table through there and you can't see any of the table because there's cards all over it. And you can't see that because when I film the video, you just see that. Do you know what I'm saying? So if it annoys me, it annoys me. So it's, what is that for you? Take a moment to remember an old negative pattern that you know all too well, one that has kept you stuck. And by the way, if you've got something like that, book one of the regular sessions, do some hypnotherapy with me, do a past life regression, do a shamanic journey. Let's get to the bottom of it. Stop keeping yourself stuck. Close your eyes and breathe in the presence and power of your higher self. You become stronger. You're filled with the will to step out of the mud, and you do. Now and every time you fall into this pattern again. That's so funny because it's like I can see how it fit with what I said. Right. Caught in the ruins, that card's about somebody being stuck. It's nearly 2. Yeah, it's okay, don't worry. It's like it's 2-ish, so I'm keeping an eye on it. But thank you, because my alarm keeps going off, but you can't hear it. Apparently fake news and distraction. What are you talking about? What bit was that? I can't remember. 4 of Forces. Right, 4 of Forces. Bring on 170. Yeah, I'll just read these ones and then I'll go. Right. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. Flowers again. It is one of the seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates you're entering a time of planting and active preparation. And this is what I said when I came out. I feel somebody preparing. Just as the spring is very full time for the farmer who's tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavours that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You're always planting your energy in the Akashic records of your life. So as you work towards your goals, which is what I've just said, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the actions you take. Close your eyes and feel yourself still standing tall, placing one foot in the spring and the other in the autumn. I don't really assume people are going to be closing their eyes when I'm reading this bit, but if you are, you can. As you look at your life, ask yourself what step will help you plant a new situation and what step will help you harvest. See those actions before you now. And the harvest moon was the one that we've just had, right? But I think this new moon on the 14th might be the harvest new moon. Yeah, I think that's still referred to as the harvest new moon. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. But either way, the full moon then after that is the hunter moon. And so just basically it's this period of now, that time, this eclipse is important for all this change going on. And I think that's why I got that message before I even used the cards. And I just looked at the lightning bolt, and the lightning bolt to me is always about something's going to happen out of the blue. And there's my alarm going again. So I will just read this card and then I'll go. The King of Keys. Oh, and this is the last card. That means something. See, it's the last card. That's what I've said. I don't know what this is going to say. I've never read it. But this guy is at the last part of something he needs to do, or this woman, whoever this is speaking to. And let's see what it says. The King of Keys rides a splendid horse towards a great castle in the distance. He is happy and at ease as he travels home. As he travels home. That's that card. This is an entrepreneurial man with civil or commercial authority. He is confident, astute, and perhaps overly focused on his work or career. And maybe that's why that message is coming through about a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill and play. Don't be so serious. Have fun. You know what I mean? Someone's a workaholic or an overworker or something. I mean, I could kind of take this for myself too. You know, I mean, I do love my work. Though he can be very thoughtful and helpful to you in business and financial matters, he often is more goal-orientated than people-orientated. Keep this in mind if this man turns out to be a love interest for you or another. Oh, so yeah, keep this in mind, you know, that it's like, if you are that man or that person, are you prioritizing work over the people in your life, over the love of the love of your life, actually, is what comes through those cards, or over love in general? Like maybe you're not finding love because you're so worried about your work. Whether the King of Keys represents you or another, be on the lookout for a major promotion, a heightening of income, a furthering of career achievements. Careers in finance, real estate, business are typical for the King of Keys, but management in an industry can be forthcoming. This may also be a good time for self-employment and business expansion for you or a man in your life. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Take note, when the Queen and King of Keys appear in the same spread, which it hasn't, but we'll read it. The King and Queen are facing each other, even if they're across the table. It indicates a deeply profound relationship and love, which is what's come through those cards, or business that is of great value. And what's interesting is a lot of times twin flames actually do work together. Not all the time, but that will be for some. If the Queen and King have their backs to each other, there could be a break in communication or lack of connection and shared purpose, and that's when the karmic situations, like the spider thing I've been channeling there. Close your eyes and feel yourself step into an important position of power and wealth. You become the King of Keys, and you feel yourself straighten and lift with a new strength and authority. As you survey your world, decide which part of your life you would like to approach with a greater sense of rulership. You've got the power. And something needs a holiday. Yeah, so this was definitely a message for some workaholics. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation retreat or a holiday getaway. Wow, that's really strong with the take a break and do some research, assertiveness, stand up for your beliefs, only say yes if you really want to, which is always my message. But yeah, you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. I'm sorry, but boom, drop the mic. I need to hold that there if I need a thumbnail. You can do it is very similar to jump in and just say yes. That is what I got before I even done the cards. So you've got the power, you can do it. And I did channel yesterday or the day before, you can do it, put your back into it. Right. And now I'm going to run like fuck. I'm only joking. I don't need to run. But have a lovely day. Oh, climate change, yeah. It's all control. It's fucking, what do you call it? It's engineered. I woke up this morning and the shit that I seen on my newsfeed about something, I couldn't keep up with all the different weather things. It's totally like, it's not fake weather because it is actually killing people. It's just evil, but it's not real weather, basically. Not all of it. I love 1 foot in each, as I feel like I've 1 foot in each hemisphere. Yeah, that's many people feel like that. It does feel like that right now, doesn't it? Right. Love you, Nix. Love you, everyone. I hope that helped. I will see you for the daily lives on Tuesday. And just like when I went out before, surround me in light. Because again, I think it might be tamer than when I went out for the Hindu, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. So see you later.